Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on The Merchant of Venice, and today we get to hear from Gratiano in Act 3, Scene 2, which is the scene wherein Bassanio had to pick a box to try to find which box had Portia's picture in it, and he chose rightly. He chose the lead box, which, I don't know, does stuff like this, did this inform like the Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail, choosing of the Grail, like is that? But anyway, so he picked the lead box because he was like, I'm not going to be fooled by things that are pretty on the outside, because oftentimes things that are pretty on the outside are not pretty on the inside. So he chose the lead box, which contained her picture. He gets to marry her. He's like, I'm not really believing this, so you have to tell me that it's cool. And she's like, I'm so not worthy of you, but everything that I have is yours. Let's get married. And they're all happy. And Gratiano and Nerissa are both there. And they come forward and they're like, yay, we get to be happy for you now. And Gratiano's like, a little favor, can I get married at the same time as you guys? And Bassanio's like, sure, as long as you can find a wife by then. And Gratiano says, I thank your lordship. You have got me one. My eyes, my lord, can look as swift as yours. You saw the mistress, I beheld the maid. You loved, I loved. For intermission no more pertains to me, my lord, than you. Your fortune stood upon the caskets there, and so did mine too, as the matter falls. For wooing here until I sweat again, and swearing till my very ruff was dry, with oaths of love, at last, if promise last, I got a promise of this fair one here, to have her love, provided that your fortune achieved her mistress. So what he's saying is that the whole time that Bassanio and Portia were going through their whole wooing bit, and maybe you can stay a little bit longer before you pick the boxes, all this sort of thing, Gratiano was wooing Nerissa, and Nerissa managed to also fall in love with Gratiano, so they would also like to get married. And Portia's like, is this for real, Nerissa? Like, you want this too? And Nerissa's like, yeah, I do, I love him. So Bassanio's like, yes, you can absolutely get married at the same time as us. It'll be super crazy fun. And then Gratiano's like, wait a second, somebody's coming. It's Lorenzo and Salerio, who's otherwise known as Salarino in the folio. So Lorenzo and Salerio and Jessica come in because they have some news, which is going to bring us back to the other major plot line of this play, the whole money lending thing, and whether or not Antonio is going to have to pay Shylock with a pound of flesh. So there's some news coming up, but we will find out about that news in tomorrow's monologue. So I will see you then for that. Mwah.